Successes in academics, attendance, and athletics profile today, and we take our freshmen out for a special event. Live from the new media studio here at beautiful Valley High School, this is Falcon Flash. Catchy tune. All right, good morning, students and staff. Today is Friday, October 5th. Today's patriotic observance recognizes an American inventor who changed the world as we know it. Steve Jobs was an American inventor, designer, and entrepreneur who was the co-founder, chief executive, and chairman of Apple Computer. Apple's revolutionary products, which include the iPod, iPhone, and iPad, are now seen as dictating the evolution of modern technology. Born in 1955 to two University of Wisconsin graduate students who gave him up for adoption, Jobs was smart but directionless, dropping out of college and experimenting with different pursuits before co-founding Apple with Steve Wozniak in 1976. Jobs left the company in 1985, launching Pixar Animation Studios, then returned to Apple more than a decade later. With a new management team, altered stock options, and a self-imposed annual salary of $1 a year, Jobs put Apple back on track. Jobs' ingenious products, like the iMac, effectively branding campaigns, and stylish designs caught the attention of consumers once again. In the ensuing years, Apple introduced such revolutionary products as the MacBook Air, the iPod, and the iPhone, all of which dictated the evolution of technology. Almost immediately after Apple released a new product, competitors scrambled to produce comparable technologies. Steve Jobs died on October 5th, 2011, following a long battle with pancreatic cancer. We have a video now to watch to learn more about the life of Steve Jobs.
There is not a single executive or creator in the technology industry more important than Steve Jobs.
Born in San Francisco, California on February 24th, 1955, Stephen Paul was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs shortly after birth.
Steve showed a lot of interest in electronics at a young age because his family had moved to Los Altos, California. You had Hewlett Packard around there, you had other emerging companies, and so he was thrown into this mix.
During high school, Jobs met Steve Wozniak, and the two were hired during summers at Hewlett Packard. Later, Jobs dropped out of college, but informally continued his education.
He wasn't a geek from early on, although he certainly had a high technical expertise. He needed a partner like Steve Wozniak to bring that element to it. But in terms of developing himself, he had interests in art and history in all kinds of areas that are highly unusual for someone in his field.
In 1976, Jobs and Wozniak started Apple Computers from the Jobs family garage. And with the Apple II, they found success.
The Apple I computer didn't sell very well. It wasn't really a functional computer that demonstrated a true capability for personal computing. But what they did is they designed the Apple II. That became extremely popular, and within a few years, they were selling over $100 million worth of computers.
Apple went public on December 12, 1980, with a value of $1.2 billion its first day. But in the next few years, lost its market share to IBM. By 1985, Apple forced Jobs to resign.
When Steve Jobs was pushed out of Apple, he picked himself up again pretty quickly. He grabbed the people he wanted to be involved in his new company, which was called Next, and they started about building the new company.
Jobs purchased a Lucasfilm graphics division, renamed Pixar in 1986, and worked as the company CEO while still actively developing his computer company Next.
Next Computer was the underpinnings of what was coming next at Apple. Everything that went on at Apple, including the operating system, including the design, had its origins in Next.
Apple purchased Next in 1996 and eventually returned Jobs to CEO. His software, called Next Step, evolved into Mac OS X, which led the Apple technology revolution.
The iPhone is the single most important device of the modern era. It is the smartphone, which is this all-in-one device. And so it's conceptually, the iPod to the iPhone to the iPad to what's next has been the most important trend in technology.
What Apple really has done has raised the world's awareness of design and functionality. People look at these things and they just have to have them. And once they have them, they love them.
In 2011, Forbes magazine named Apple the most valuable company in the world. That same year, Jobs resigned as CEO. And on October 5th, 2011, Steve Jobs died due to complications from pancreatic cancer.
I think Steve Jobs' legacy will be here for a very, very long time. It'll be there at Apple. It'll be at other companies. His legacy is not just the way he ran Apple or the way he developed products. It's a whole slew of different things that he was able to do so effectively that have changed our lives forever.
An amazing life and an amazing inventor to help us out in our world today. All right, we are honored today to have Miss Sel in studio. She's going to tell us more about a special ceremony we had on Tuesday night. Miss Sel?
On Tuesday evening, we recognized our spring 2018 semester honor roll and principal's honor roll students, as well as those students who had perfect attendance, and a special group of students who have improved their attendance tremendously this semester. Many honorees and their families enjoyed treats, music by our Valley High School band at Carr's Auditorium. The big news of the night came at the end of the ceremony when I announced that all students who achieved honor roll, principal's honor roll, and perfect attendance last semester will be receiving a front of the line pass for lunch. Not for one day, not for 1 week, but for the entire semester.
Wow.
You heard that right. Students with honor roll, principal's honor roll, and perfect attendance will be receiving a front of the line pass for lunch for the rest of the semester. So we'll be recognizing honor roll and attendance and improved attendance tonight.
In order for your students to have confidence what they had in regards to their grades, and not only their grades, but also the attendance, that means a lot. But that means the hard work that you as a parent has done for them. Por favor, que se paren, por favor. Por
A huge thank you to Rose Gomez for that great footage of the ceremony. So if you achieved an honor but were unable to make Tuesday night's ceremony, come see me today at Nutrition Break or Lunch to claim your front of the line pass. You can come today or anytime next week. As those front of the line vouchers will be redeemable the week of October 15th, You can find me in the front office and the voucher will contain more details.
All right, thank you, Miss Sel. That's very exciting. All right, what a great reward for being in school and for getting good grades. All right, good morning, Falcons. Here is today's Falcon Flash. Picture of the day, let's look at that. We have a shot from some of our Gold Team staff members at last night's football game at Glover Stadium in Anaheim. So they were very proud of their attendance and being there. So we're sharing that with you on the podcast this morning. All right, today, very special day here at Valley, a super special event for our freshmen. We're going to go right to Michelle here with more information.
Hello, freshmen. I hope you guys are excited today for our event. We have an SOS event during your third and fourth period. So check your Google Classroom to see what location you report to. The Google Classroom code is ONYJWI. The Google Classroom code is ONYJWI. And if you check the Google Classroom and you can't find your location, go to the library and report to Miss Rosemary, and she will help you find your location. Thank you.
Now, Michelle, what about teachers that have second or third period freshman classes?
Oh, that's right, Rosema. Third and fourth period teachers that have freshmen report to the gym or the library or the lunch tables out at the senior lawn. The Valley Alley.
All right, awesome. We look forward to a fantastic event today, so thank you to all our Link Crew leaders who worked really hard to put that together, and it should be really a good time for our freshmen. All right, Wednesday, October 10th is SAT and PSAT day. All Valley Falcons will be taking one of the two exams during the school day. To prepare, you can go to khanacademy.org to watch videos and find some study aids. The better prepared you are, the better you will do. Speaking of PSAT day, today is the last day to sign up for an enrichment class to follow the PSAT next Wednesday for all you freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Some of the sessions have already closed. They are at capacity. Others are filling up fast, and some students may need to be moved to an alternate session once the class is full. So sign up today in your Falcon Flash classroom to get the session that you want. All right, I hear that we have some great news to share from Valley's amazing athletic teams. We're going to go to Faith now to get all the latest.
Good morning, Falcons. We have lots to talk about today, so let's get right to it. Come out and support the JV football team today as they take on Anaheim in F Stadium at 3:15. Go Falcons! The freshman Falcons football team soundly defeated the Anaheim Colonists 42-0 Thursday afternoon. The entire flock of freshman Falcons fought ferociously, finishing off the floundering Colonists. Congratulations to the boys' water polo team for their win on Wednesday against Magnolia. The Falcons battled back from being down 2 goals early in the fourth quarter. A penalty shot was scored with 9 seconds remaining in the game, and a team defensive stop at the end of the game sealed the league contest win for the Falcons. Good job, gentlemen. Congratulations to the girls' volleyball program for another thrilling afternoon of volleyball, this time against the Savannah Rebels. The Frosh soft team opened play with a first set loss, but rallied to win the second set and found themselves on the edge of 3-set victory before Savannah ultimately came back to win the match. Following that pattern of the afternoon, the JV team dropped their first set as well before winning the second and forcing decisive third set. But unlike the Frosh team, the JV girls finished the match strong and sealed the victory. The offensive attack of Annette Gomez and Tanya Magana kept Savannah on their heels and proved to be the difference. Finally, the varsity team, again following the pattern of the night, lost some key early points, and Savannah was quickly up 2-1. But the fourth set proved decisive, and the girls pulled away quickly, setting up a thrilling fifth set in which the Falcons took an early lead. Never looked back. Key points by Adriana Salgado and Joanna, combined with a great night of setting by Steph Taban and Celeste DeLuna, carried the night and sent the seniors off with the first victory of their last game. Congratulations, ladies, and thanks to all the students, parents, and staff who came out to celebrate the seniors in their final home match.
All right, thank you, Faith. As a special treat for everybody, this is Friday. It's the end of our 8th week of school. We've been doing the broadcast now for 8 weeks. You're here with us every morning to see what's going on at Valley. Our team here has put together a behind-the-scenes video to tell you more and show you more of what it takes to put this together for you. So let's take a look at that video.
My name is John Gutierrez, and I'm the director for Falcon Flash Live. Here's where we switch different cameras and where we play videos and our slides. This is where we set up the teleprompter so that our hosts can see what they have to say, or where we show the script for the day.
So we have two cameras here. This is for the host, and the second one is over here. It's for the guests.
Falcon Fever, catch it.
All right, we hope you enjoyed that look behind the scenes. And from everyone here at the Falcon Flash, we wish you all a great and restful weekend. And that's it for today's Falcon Flash. And remember, Falcon Fever, catch it.